Well, we're smiling because it's time for the 8:30 High Beam this morning, and our guest is the mayor of New Philadelphia, Joel Day. Joel, good morning. How are you?
I'm just great, Brad. Sun shining. You know, things are looking up here in the capital city, so it's a good morning in New Philadelphia.
Yeah, couldn't ask for more. And I do appreciate we have a lot of our listeners from New Philadelphia, so I think it's important to have you on here.
Well, and I like talking to the people of the Twin Cities, too. I mean,
That's true.
Great communities, and, you know, we share a lot of commonalities, so, you know, I'm just appreciative of the opportunity to get to speak with them, too.
Well, good. And tell you what, New Philadelphia is in what I feel is a period of growth economically and culturally,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you've got a few things on the plate there that you can talk about on both those sides, right?
Yeah, as we talked before we went on the air, Crane Carrier is now owned by Battle Motors, the company out of Los Angeles, and they're electrifying their specialty vehicles. They build garbage trucks, cement mixers, specialty vehicles
Mm-hmm.
that municipalities and industrial people would use. And there's been quite successful already. I just read an article yesterday on LinkedIn about how they've shipped electric garbage trucks to New York City.
Wow.
So yeah, it's with their EV technology and the batteries they're using. It makes a lot of sense for municipalities to take a look at electrifying at least their garbage trucks,
Mm-hmm.
because electric power seems to be very efficient and also more cost effective. For those type of vehicles that are used every day in a city or in a metro area. So
Right. And cleaner to run too.
Cleaner to run, yeah, exactly, and it saves in fuel costs. And all you have to do, we all know about the cost of fuel now. Well, I don't expect it to go up anytime soon. So if we can electrify some of our vehicles to save in fuel costs alone, that's going to be to benefit of the city.
But their investment in New Philadelphia is tremendous.
Yeah, it's going to be about $35 million that they're going to invest to double the size of the plant. City Council just passed the legislation necessary, and the county commissioners to give Crane Carrier a 10-year, 75% property tax abatement to help them get started and to expand the plant the way they want to. And they're talking about being able to ship a couple hundred vehicles a month out of that plant once it's fully expanded and operational, and employing up to 400 people. So for this county, not only New Philadelphia, but for this county, that would be huge. So we need to help them achieve that goal as best we can.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, that's a game changer for the county. I mean, if we can employ that many people, if we can become a community that has a strong EV industrial presence, that will benefit everyone. That will attract more businesses that support electrification of vehicles to Tuscarawas County, and just make us. I think we're the second community in Ohio to have an EV vehicle manufacturer. The first being Lordstown. They seem to be having their troubles up there,
Yeah.
but I don't see that happening here with Battle Motors. Battle Motors is a very solid company.
Yeah. And also the Howden Buffalo site is on its way to recovery, and maybe a new business could be in there.
Well, it could be several new businesses.
Yeah.
Brad, Forward Planning from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, has been hired by the County Port Authority, which goes by the name of the Economic Development Finance Alliance, EDFA. The EDFA actually owns that property. It was donated to the Port Authority by Howden. So EDFA is now the owner of that property, and they hired Forward Planning, a consulting group out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to do a study on what it would be the best fit for redevelopment of that property. I'd like to see something that complements what we're doing downtown, and also what we're doing along the river with our boat ramp and the Ohio and Erie Canal Towpath Trail will terminate actually from Cleveland. It'll terminate at Waterworks Park. So we're starting construction of that trail yet this year. We have to move the fence line around Gradall in 10 feet in order to make room for the towpath trail. So yeah, what happens there at Howden it has a new name for development purposes. It's called the Joy Redevelopment area. So what Forward Planning hopes to help us all with is finding the right developer and finding the right fit for what should be there. I would like to see mixed use, where we'd have retail and residential, and things that complement what we're trying to achieve with downtown revitalization,
right.
And also our recreation economy with the bike trails, the boat ramps, and the towpath trail.
Yeah. Well, I know football season's underway, but we still have some summertime left. So what are some of the events that are going on downtown and otherwise?
Well, we have one of our biggest events of the year in the city is coming up next weekend at Schönbrunn Village, the Jam and Food Truck Fest. It's Saturday, I have to look at my calendar here. I think it's September 4th, right?
You're right.
Yeah, Saturday, September 4th, from 11 in the morning till 7 in the evening. There'll be a bunch of food trucks there, music, vendors. It's always a great time. If you've never been there, I encourage you to go, because the folks at Schönbrunn Village really know how to throw a party, and that Food Truck Fest is definitely the place to be on that day, on that Labor Day weekend day.
About downtown, I think you said there's some music still to come.
Yeah, we're having Music on the Square once a month. We've got one more concert scheduled. I don't have the schedule in front of me, so I can't tell you, but it's on the city's Facebook page, and also you can find it at the New Philadelphia Guide website. But that's just something that we've had every month. It's been organized by some of the downtown merchants, and we really appreciate that. We just got news yesterday that the Art Again Alley project has been fully funded, which is great.
Yeah.
That means you'll have an alley to walk through. It's on it's the alley between. Let me try to explain this. Where Mancan is, on the back wall of Mancan, and the side wall of the hotel downtown, there is an alley there that was a right of way for the city for utilities. Well, that's been paved. The city's paved that, and there will be lights strung across it by Wood Electric, and murals on the sides of the buildings as you walk down through it. So it's an alleyway that you'll be able to use to go from, say, Alley Cats on Allen Lane and all the way up and walk to West High Avenue downtown. So it'll be unique. You've seen some of these alleys in other communities. I know Louisville has their umbrella alley, and there are other communities in Ohio that have taken their alleys and turned them into something special to help complement downtown.
Yeah. Now, speaking of the alley, we got another fest coming. I forget the exact name of that, but another one in October, I think.
Art on the Alley,
yeah.
Yes. The first Sunday of October. So mark that on your calendar, too. That's become a growing event. It's attracting hundreds of people to New Philadelphia that day to see displays of art and also shop with our art vendors. And I would bet that by now most of the vendor spots have been sold out. It's become a real popular event.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, it sounds like you're keeping busy there, Joel.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's... that's why I got hired, Brad, was to try to improve the city and, use all the great assets that we have in this town and, try to make life better for everybody in New Philadelphia and for our businesses.
Yeah, we appreciate that. So I'm looking forward. I will see you at the home ball game next Friday, okay?
Yep.
All right. Well,
That'll be our first home game.
Yeah, we'll open up with a new coach, so that'll be fun.
Oh, yeah, it will be.
Joel, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining us today.
All right, thanks, Brad.
No problem at all.
Bye.
Joel Day, the mayor of New Philadelphia, our guest this morning on the 830 High Beam here on the BT Morning Show.